So we are going to learn in this unit how you are going to analyze the consumer market. How the consumer market is going to be and how you are going to analyze the consumer market. What are the major aspects that influence the consumer buying behavior? What are the major psychological processes that influence the consumer? What makes the consumer do the purchase decision? And how do marketers analyze the consumer decision making? So, basically 3 factors are contributing towards purchase of products or services. One is the cultural factor, second one is the social factor, and the third one is the personal factor. So, these are the 3 important things, the cultural, social and personal factors. In certain materials it will be defined as socio-culturo-personal factors. Fine. And what is culture? Basically, it is a fundamental determinant of a person's wants and behaviors acquired through a process of socialization over the generations. Or we can say it is that complex whole which includes all these aspects such as knowledge, belief, art, morals, rituals, capabilities and habits which are acquired by man as a member of the society. When man or woman is a social being, he or she becomes a social being, or as a product of socialization or as a part of socialization with the family and other key institutions, they develop this aspect by name culture. And there are subcultures like the nationalities, the religion, the racial groups, as well as the geographical regions. So this constitutes the subculture. And some of the fastest aspects about American culture, we give some simple examples like these are all being taken as a part of research. He chews some 300 sticks of gum every year, goes for movies 9 times a year, he takes 4 trips per year, all those things. Okay, if you take and he attends a sporting event 7 times a year, etc. If you go into the Indian context, we can say down south people are interested in taking breakfast like idli, dosa, all those things. Then you are more interested in going for the films of your fans on the very first films of your favorite stars on the very first day, things like that. Fine. The social classes. So basically we have the upper class, middle class and the lower class, and among that we have the upper, lower upper and the upper middle. So we will slightly modify this and upper middle and lower upper or upper lower or whatever it is. Fine. So upper class is those particular group who are really excellent in money angle, who are really well off and who are the most wealthy ones. Therein the uppers never go in for any questioning. They just say, we want this, the thing is ready in their house. Upper middle is also okay and upper lower also. Then you have the middle class people. Again in the middle class you have the middle upper, middle and middle lower. And the working class is there. Both the husband and wife are employed. You have the upper lowers and the lower lowers. Lower lowers are those groups who are just something like street fighters who are making it difficult to meet both ends, who are daily wages or whatever we say. And what are the characteristics of a social class? So here, within a class, people tend to behave alike. So, in a classroom, most of us behave alike. Like that, as a member of the society or as a member of a particular group, you tend to behave alike. Your behavior is almost the same. Then, social class conveys the perception of inferior or superior position. See, this is one of the areas wherein Raymond's has catched up. Raymond's, the complete man. So, as and when you are using a Raymond's shirt, you have a feeling that I am a complete man. And when you are not using a Raymond's shirt, you feel that you are not complete unless and until you are not using a Raymond's. Fine. So this conveys the perception of inferior or superior. Right? Now, the class may be indicated by a cluster of variables such as occupation, income, wealth, etc. you have different groups like the Rotary Club, Inner Wheel Club, Rotaract Club, or the Church Committee and Temple Committee. You have different committees and associations wherein you show your status and power. So these are all some of the variables for that. Your occupation, your income, your wealth, etc. Then, class designation is mobile over the time. It always changes and it is going on in a smooth pace throughout the time. Now, there are other certain social factors like the reference group, the family as a member. You are behaving as a father. At the same time, you are behaving as a husband. You are behaving as a brother. You are behaving as a teacher. You are behaving as a peer group friend to somebody, etc. So your role changes. Then you have certain social roles. Whatever roles you are taking in the society. Then according to status, MLA, ex-MLA, ex-MP, MP, minister in the union ministry. Again in union ministry you are going for state minister, minister with independent charge, and cabinet minister. Principal, professor, associate professor. Your level and status changes accordingly, right? And the reference group refers to the membership groups. Wherever you have membership, the primary group, secondary group, then the groups in which you are interested in taking membership, etc. Then, the family distinctions affecting buying decision. Family of orientation and family of procreation are two major things which we will deal with in the coming slides. Then, personal factors refers to the age, the personality. According to age, your buying status changes. According to your personality, you change yourself. You may just be dressed as a freak in your college days, but your attire changes when you are going into an office. When you are on an outing, your attire changes. The life cycle change. As and when you change your values, it changes. On the basis of your occupation and wealth, it changes. On the basis of lifestyle and self-concept also, you change your styles of buying. On the basis of brand personality, see, there is a brand personality everywhere. For each and every brand, you have a person who is personified along with that particular brand, who is associated with a particular brand. Rahul Dravid with a particular brand, Sachin Tendulkar with a particular brand, Rajinikanth with a particular brand, Mohanlal with a particular brand, Amitabh Bachchan with a particular brand. If you say, Kaun Banega Crorepati, you have only Amitabh Bachchan in your mind, right? If you say of Chick shampoo, you have Khushbu in your mind. So, you have the brand personality there. And what makes a brand personality important? The sincerity of the brand personality, the excitement. As soon as you see Big B on the screen or on the picture, you are really excited and you are thrilled. Then the competence for this particular personality to endorse that particular brand, and the sophistication as well as the ruggedness with which he or she behaves. Now, the lifestyle. How does the lifestyle influence play a very vital role in the buying process? The multitasking. See, many of the college students, you have mobile phones, right? Many of the college students have mobile phones. They have 3, 4 or 5 connections. And when A is calling in phone number A, phone number 1, B is calling in the other phone. So both these two should not be there. So they are managing 3 or 4 connections in one particular time. They are doing lot of things at a single point of time. So multitasking also affects the buying behavior. The time starviness, limitations of time. I told you in the very first portion itself that you have very lesser amount of time and you are really baffled by the choices that are available. So, time is very short for you, and the money constraints also are there. When some particular mobile phone company is ready with a 25,000 mobile with 10 features, there is another mobile phone company with 25 or 30 features, and they are giving this particular mobile phone on easy monthly installment, and so you automatically go for them, right? So these are some of the areas which influence the buying behavior. And this is another important area in which lot of research works are going on. LOHAS, lifestyles of health and sustainability, market segments. That is, you give more importance to sustainable economy, you give more importance to healthy lifestyle, that is green tea, using green and leafy vegetables, using vegetables made use of organic, vegetables made of organic manure. Then you make use of recycled papers, you make use of alternate healthcare like traditional methods, then certain materials for personal development also. So you have a particular group who are known as LOHAS. They create their own lifestyle. They create their own lifestyle and they maintain a particular group also. So they are known as LOHAS, and they have their own buying pattern, and their style is entirely different from whatever is seen. Right? They give more importance for healthy lifestyle, wherein they use only green tea, they don't use sugar, and they say it as a white poison. They use only certain particular products, like that. Then, what are the key psychological processes that play a very vital role give a very vital role in the buying process? One is the motivation, the other one is a perception, then you have the learning as well as your memory. All these four play a very vital role in your psychological process of buying. And motivation you might have learned in OB, Sigmund Freud's theory, Maslow's theory, and Herzberg's two-factor theory, wherein in Freud's theory he says behavior is guided by subconscious motivation. And Maslow's theory, he says the lower unmet need is tapped, and in Herzberg's he says behavior is guided by motivating and hygienic factors. So you might have learned this in the OB areas, and this also plays a very vital role. Psychological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. So these play a very Maslow's needs hierarchy theory. So based on this, you buy certain products and your purchase pattern changes accordingly. You think of security, you go for a insurance policy or a fire policy. You need of safety, you go in for a house since you don't have a house. Right? Perception. You have selective attention, selective retention, selective distortion, and subliminal perception here. This also you might have learned in OB. So these are again some other areas wherein you give importance for buying. And whenever a marketing plan is being designed, you design the marketing plan for a particular product or service on the basis of these particular areas. And the buying process, you have decided the buying process, you have decided to buy a particular process. Just like in marketing research, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 steps. The first one is the problem recognition. You identify that. I'll give you a very simple example. You find it difficult to wash the clothes, put it on the sunlight and go to your job. So you have identified that there is need for washing machine. So the first one, problem recognition, is over. You need washing machine for washing the clothes. Then information search. You have umpteen number of areas for information search. You go for a fair, consumer fair, you collect some brochures. You go to the website, collect some brochures. Your wife is bringing some information from the office, or your husband is bringing something from the office, from his friends. Again, son or daughter is getting some other information. Then evaluation. You either ask to a lot of people, you either go and see in various other houses how it is working. You decide whether you want a front load or a top load or whatever it is. So that is taken care of. Then you go to a shop and see how the things are. Then next one is, thus you have evaluated the third one. Then fourth one is purchase decision. How the decision is being taken. What is the amount? What is the current consumption? And what is the time duration? What are the features? All those things are taken care of in the evaluation stage. Now, how do you decide on purchase? Whether it is on EMI, whether I can take it during the month of Onam, Diwali, or RD, wherein I have the discount sales, or during the time of New Year, you decide. Then, how it is going to be purchased? By giving the whole payment, or in EMI, or in 2 installments, or in exchange policy, whatever it is. So that purchase decision is taken. Then, you have purchased it, and now comes the major thing, the post-purchase behavior. After purchasing, you have certain doubts. So this is one particular area wherein lot of people have trouble. So after purchasing, you have certain trouble, immediately you give a ring to the service center. There what happens? Immediately that gentleman comes to you. Right? So your post-purchase behavior also plays a very vital role. And once a post-purchase behavior is excellent, what happens? You become brand loyal. You refer it to another one of your friend. Now, what are the sources of information? I told you earlier, have the personal sources, have the commercial sources, the TV, radio, newspaper, etc., the public, and the experiential ones, those who have already used this particular product. The mental accounting, customers. These are some of the areas wherein they have a tendency to go. They segregate the gains, they integrate the loss, they integrate the smaller losses with the larger gains, they segregate the smaller gains from larger losses. So these are some of the simple areas wherein you need to put slight amount of effort for marketing a particular product or a service. So we have now learned how to segment, how to target and how to position, as well as how to analyze the consumer market and how the consumer buying process is initiated.